Hey y'all, my name is Victoria Pousada and welcome to my first episode of the Pousada POV, or La Punta Vista de Pousada, where I basically give my unfiltered commentary about the fashion and entertainment industries and some tips and tricks along the way to help y'all. So a little bit about me, I'm from New York, if you can't tell by the accent, but I live half the time in New York and half the time in LA, and I'm a working model and actor. So I got my notes here, so there's a lot I want to talk about, but I'm gonna try and keep it short for y'all, cause man, the month of May was hectic, and we're not even done with the first week of June, and I'm already like drowning. Things are busy, they are picking up again, and you gotta stay ready for it. So getting updated headshots, obviously, updating the credits, updating the cast websites. By the way, Cast Networks has a discount code coming for, I think, new members who sign up, and it's like CN June 25, something like that, and you get like money or a discount off the annual membership. So I really suggest that. And I updated my real footage. I basically found this girl on Instagram, and she's like, I'm gonna charge only $100 for access to film a scene with me. I'm like, bet. Like, those prices are amazing. Like, I know places in New York where it's like $350 for one scene. So I was like, let's do that. And then I got new headshots. I went to Lindy Lynn in LA. She is amazing. She also did my model digitals. So I recommend that for y'all too. And those model digitals, I sent them to my mother agent. If you don't know what a mother agent is, it's basically a model manager, kind of. So they're an agent, yeah, but they also do more than that. They work as your manager as well. They place you with other agencies. They handle your career. They develop you, get you ready for the runway. They're way more hands-on than a regular agent would be. And I sent them those digis, and then we got meeting with Bicoastal, and when we signed with Bicoastal in LA 2 days ago, let's go. So real happy about that, real happy. I also have an interview with Voyage LA that's out, and it's at the link in my bio on my website. My website is victoria-pousada-KREINDLER.com, and you can find all the interviews and all the blogs and all my past work on there. So that was really great. And by the way, y'all, it's real easy to submit to Voyage LA. You just go on their website and it's right there. And I'm sorry for the noise. I live on a busy street in LA, and I have a mic, but the mic, it sounds a little weird. It doesn't sound like a real voice. So we're figuring out the audio. We'll get to it. But I also left my New York TV film agent. What was it, like last month or the beginning of last month? Basically, I tried for 2 years, but the communication wasn't what it was in the beginning. And, I signed with them so they would be my TV film agent, but then I only got commercials for 2 years, despite like the constant emails and asking to have like a check-in. Like, I was really trying, y'all. I wasn't just being passive. I was actively reaching out to them, and the energy wasn't being reciprocated. And they sent me my submission report. And by the way, I didn't ask for it. I did not ask for the submission report, but as soon as I started expressing discomfort, they sent it. They only submitted me 15 times in 2 years. I can submit myself 15 times to acting gigs in a day. Like, that was wild. And it wasn't just TV film, which would kind of make sense because that's been a little lower recently. This was for TV film, commercial, voiceover. I'm like, what's going on here? So we parted ways. They tried to charge me a fee. That is illegal, y'all. If the agency is SAG franchised, meaning if the agency basically works with the union, the actors union, SAG, and has to follow their rules, they're not allowed to charge exit fees. Exit fees are illegal. Report that to SAG is what I did. And what else? Yeah, I finally started posting on YouTube channel. People been telling me to do this for a while, so we're seeing how it goes. The first couple videos, they flopped, but you just keep going, you experiment, you see what works, and yeah, we're just gonna Hope for the best on this one. I know y'all liking the shorts, so there's success on that. And what else? Oh yeah, AI. AI. So, I mean, it's here to stay. We can't put Pandora back in the box, unfortunately. But there was a audition from my agents. I can't remember which ones. I can't remember if it was a model agent or acting agent. I apologize. But basically, the job was like they want to use my AI image. They wanted to make an AI of me for only $300. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 3 million. Okay, yeah, then we can start talking. Because at least then I could like put that in somewhere, put it in investments, have it like double, put it in a certificate of deposit. I don't know. I could do something with $3 million. But you want to take my image and my likeness for only 300? That's ridiculous. And I remember it was a major tech brand, big name tech brand. I was like, no. And we should get at least 1% residuals on all profits made. But that wasn't even included. And there was a thing in the contract that said if I signed, I would not be allowed to sue. Nope, I did sign. I didn't want to do it. Nope, no way, no how. No. All models and actors should be talking to your agents and asking about adding AI protection clauses into your contracts that you sign with clients. Because, you know, some brands are great. Some brands are amazing and they're amazing people to work with, but not everybody is. You know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. And yeah, it's a whole thing. That's why I really want to try and get into the union this year. I haven't been trying because I've also been modeling and I was told, oh, don't go too fast. Oh, if you join the union, you're gonna lose all modeling jobs. But you know, the industry is changing so drastically and so quickly. Like, we're already on our like 5th wave of change in like a year. Like, it's redonkulous. Like, the industry is changing as much as Instagram's algorithms and updates. That's honestly what it is. And in this world of AI, I want the protection that a union can provide. Even if I have to pay $2,000 a month and I'm not making money and I can't afford the health care, I mean, like, how is that different? You know, like as actors, we're already dropping 2 bands a year on like casting websites, on the headshots, on real footage, on travel, on clothes, on makeup. Like we're dropping money anyway. So I at least want the opportunity to go out for the big commercials. You know, all the commercials with the celebrities, I will bet money on the fact that they are a union commercial. More likely than a non-union commercial. Yeah, there are some celebs that are FICOR, which is a whole other thing. And you should check that out. FICORE. Check it out on SAG website. But it's not the majority of celebrities. You're more likely to have the commercial be a union commercial if there's a celebrity involved. And we know celebrities are in all the commercials these days. And guess what? Those rates are way higher than non-union. They're way higher. And I'm gonna put y'all on a little secret. I do not like doing commercials. I don't. I don't like auditioning for them. I like it when I'm on set, but I don't like the audition process for commercials. So if I gotta go through the whole tedious audition process where they ask me for basically 20 images, 20 videos, 20 actions, 20 forms, and then like for my government and my firstborn child, then at least I want the rate to be high, you know? But that's just me. Another thing that happened was that my friend and I decided to co-found a nonprofit organization dedicated to basically getting new stories and new faces back into entertainment. So basically, we're tired of the reboots. We're tired of seeing the same actors over and over and over again. And we're still in the planning phases, so I'm not going to say too much just yet. We're obviously going to be working very closely with Indy. And, you know, I got Press Connect. She got even more. So it's going to be talked about. And we're working on a website. We're working on the Instagram. It is called the Starters Block. So you can, if you want to do a little fishing, check around and see. but things aren't ready yet, so I'll talk more about it later. And oh yeah, by the way, while we're talking about the casting sites, Actors Access, they have this option now that I didn't know existed until this month, where basically you can take your reel, so you uploaded your reel, right? And it's got 5 clips in it, whatever. You have the option to take that reel and basically slice it and cut it up into 5 different clips. So instead of uploading the reel for $60 on Actors Access, and then having to re-upload each new 30-second clip for an additional $20, you could just take that reel and splice it for free. So that's amazing. Love it. Also keep a master list of all your auditions. You know, you should be doing that. And you can also kind of do it on Actors Access too. You can make folders in the inboxes, and I do it by year. My acting coach actually taught me that. And he's a booking machine, so of course I'm going to follow his advice. But yeah, man, it's a crazy world out there right now. I'm trying to figure it out myself. We all are. You know, just stay strong and keep at it, keep hustling. If you want people to talk to, you want to, you know, find other creatives to connect with in fashion and entertainment, or you want to see some like Instagram casting calls, check out my Instagram channel. It is called Fashion Star Entertainment. It's right there on my profile. And my Instagram is Victoria Pousada, Victoria Pousada. Same handle on all my social media, just like here on YouTube. And yeah, I hope this was helpful, and you know, have a wonderful day, y'all.